It is only when we truly know and understand we have limited time on earth, and we have no way of knowing when our time is up, that we will begin to live each day to the fullest, as if it were the only one we have. "20 years from now, you will be more disappointed by the things that you didn't do than by the ones you did do. So throw off the bow lines, sail away from the safe harbor, catch the trade winds in your sails, explore, dream, discover. The purpose of life, after all, is to live it, to taste experience to the utmost, to reach out eagerly and without fear for a newer and richer experience. To those who stay put, the world is but an imaginary place. But to the movers, the makers, and the shakers, the world is all around, an endless invitation. So the only question left to ask yourself is, where should you go now?"
Good morning. Good morning. It's a beautiful Wednesday here out in Palm Beach. Good morning, good evening, good afternoon, wherever you guys are tuning in from. And I'm excited to be here again this week here on Yep Daily, because there's something that I think some people overlook, and I wanted to kind of have a chat with you and explain, how powerful setting and maintaining standards are. And I think some people get confused with understanding those differences and how to implement them. And we overlook those things. So this morning, I want to just break a couple things down that I do personally, and which I believe that can be implemented in your life, in your business, whatever it might be. But there's little things in which I think if you implement them, certain things are going to start to happen for you, and certain things are going to start to change for you, because you won't accept less than what you said. So let's break it down. So the first thing is understanding, what standard are you setting for yourself? So everyone wants to achieve, success. Everyone wants to be successful. Everyone wants to achieve greatness. Everyone wants to aspire to be better every single day, every single morning. And you know what it takes. We can agree that most people know, okay, well, this is what those elite people are doing. This is what those top producers are doing. And you know it. And those are the standards in which they set themselves. And sometimes, even knowing it and knowing that we have to do it, we don't do it. And we don't hold ourselves accountable. So this morning, I want to talk to you about setting those standards and then sticking to them. And I'm going to go through some of the daily stuff that I get done, some of the stuff that I do, some of the things that I have non-negotiables for, which maintain those standards. See, a lot of people that have worked with me know that I have OCD, but I don't look at them as OCD. I look at them as high standards in which I set myself so that people can follow me and do the exact same thing within their life, within their personal life, within their business life, whatever it might be. And I think sometimes some people, they like to settle, even though they know the standard in which they've set, the expectation in which they've set themselves. And I want everyone to start implementing these things, because we don't have long in the end of the year. And I want you to start with momentum carrying over to begin the year like you left it. So the first thing is identifying what it is that we want to achieve. We set a goal, we set targets. Now, for you to achieve those targets, you know that there's a minimum in which you have to do. Now, that doesn't mean the minimum as far as, I'm just going to get by. These are standards in which you set. These are high standards in which you accept. You will not drop below. So the first thing that I do is, when I wake up, I know I have a standard on my health. my nutrition. And the reason I say that is because for me to keep going and keep working at a high level, I know I need to fuel my body. I know I need to maintain a certain lifestyle as far as nutritional side of things to sustain me working at an optimal level. These are standards in which I set myself. So I will not ever drop below them. Those are non-negotiables. When I wake up, I know I have to drink a certain amount of water. I know I need to drink at least a gallon of water every single day. These are standards in which I know in the morning, as soon as I wake up, I have to go and have physical exercise. I have to do something. I have to move my body. I have to create an aerobic side of whatever it might be, whether it's in the gym, whether it's a run, whether it's something that moves my body, gets my blood flowing, gets my lungs open, so that I'm working at a physical peak. These are standards in which I set every single day, and I maintain them. It's one thing to have them. Typically at the beginning of the year, people set these New Year's resolutions, and they never stick to them, because what they do is they set these obscene, huge things that they want to do, but they don't break it down into basic daily forms. So little standards in which you have to set yourself, little standards in which you have to start doing every single day, that will compound into that big, amazing goal. But it takes, all these little things every single day. Small victory every single day that accumulate into something bigger. And it goes deeper than just, I'm just going to take care of my nutrition side of things, my health. I'm going to make sure that I'm doing a certain amount of, say, personal and self-development. That is the mental side of things. That is stimulating your mental growth. You're growing not only physically, you're now growing mentally, emotionally, because personal self-development helps you grow emotionally as well, and how to control those emotions. And especially in what we do, if you're an entrepreneur, emotional balance is very, very important. Emotional balance is very important, because the more detached you are to a decision emotionally, 9 times out of 10, you're going to make a rational decision that is more beneficial. So, standards that I set, physical side of things, every single day, I have to move, I have to do something, I have to make sure I have my body moving, I have to make sure my nutrition is on point every single day, making sure I'm drinking enough water, giving myself enough fluids so I'm able to maintain, a high level of performance, not only in the spring side of things, but also your business and your day-to-day life, to be productive. See, what happens is a lot of people, they set their standards, but they always drop below it. Hey, if I don't go to the gym today, it's okay. I'll go tomorrow. No, it's not okay. It's not okay. Yeah, one day is not going to hurt. One day is not going to kill you, but you accepted not achieving or hitting that minimum target, that minimum standard. As soon as you accept that you're going to drop below your standard in which you set, you'll drop below again. One time. Only takes one time. Only takes one time to say, I'm not going to drink enough water in that day. It's only going to take, one time to say, I'm not going to pick up the phone and speak to 10 of my top executives. One time. And then what happens is, because you accept those standards not being met every single day, it's going to happen again. And when it happens again, it's going to be a snowball effect in the opposite direction. See, and it starts from one little thing. See, the standards in which I set when I wake up, I want a clean environment that I work in. My office, my house, everything that I have around me, I want it to be clean. Because I know if I have a cluttered environment, my mind is cluttered. I worry about little things. So I know the little standards in which, sometimes it might seem obsessive, it might seem extreme, but I know for me, those are the standards, and those are the environments I need to put myself in, so I could work and be the best version of myself. See, what my standards are different to what yours might be. You have to identify it yourself. You have to identify, where do I want to be? What do I want to do? And what is the minimum that those people that are achieving the things that I'm trying to do are doing, and then how can I implement those standards every single day and maintain them every single day. See, you can do it for a week. That's okay. It's not about the 1 week. It's about how you can do it for 6 months, 12 months, 24 months. Because if you can do it for a year or 2 years at those little daily non-negotiables, those standards in which you set every single day, don't you agree that over time, it's going to just chip away, it's going to chip away, it's going to chip away. And you're now going to be in a situation where you're not going to hit a home run. But by compounding this over and over and over and over again, you're going to get there with, instead of going like this, like a roller coaster, it's going to be a steady inclination, steady growth over a period of time, but also a sustainable growth, not only in your business, also in your personal life, also in your physical life, also in your relationship life. These are little things in which we set that we have to maintain. And what I mean by that also is sometimes we get caught up in only working. A good friend of mine, Mr. Ali Madawi, someone that is so successful in what it is that he does. I know what he does, and I implement what he does. And he did something that resonated with me. He said, after 9 p.m., I unplug. That's for my family. Those are standards in which he sets. Those are standards in which he sets. So he gives himself enough time to have family time too. It doesn't matter what's going on. He maintains that standard every single day. Not a minute over, not a minute under. Little things that we don't think about. Little things that will help us, even though we don't look at them as something that's going to change our situation or improve our situation. Little things that we kind of take for granted, we overlook them every single day. That I think sometimes, we have to go back into the basics. We have to go look into, the minimal things. However, they will have the longest lasting effect on us over a period of time because of the compound effect. We talk about it all the time. We understand it all the time, but we always overlook it. We always turn a blind eye to it. And it's the little things that take care of the big things. When I was playing professional sport, a coach said to me this one time, it was a tough game, and things just weren't working. He said, Alex, you want to score that game winner. You want to do the big thing, but you can't do the big thing unless you take care of the little things. And if you take care of the little things will take care of the big things, and the big things will take care of themselves. Now, I want you to go into your personal life and break down what those little things are. The little things that we tend to overlook every single day. The little things that we take for granted every single day. I'm trying to make X amount of dollars. Okay, X amount of dollars. Those are the big things. What gets you to X amount of dollars every single month, every single year? There's something that happens from where you are right now to X amount of dollars. Small little things every single day. Those standards in which you set. So this morning the goal is to share with you in your own personal life to identify what the big thing is, and to have that big thing in front of you. But then let's break down the little things. Let's break down the non-negotiables. Let's break down the standards in which you will not drop below. Whether it be when I wake up, I make my bed. Whether it be when I wake up, I drink X amount of, glasses of water. When I wake up, I go to the gym. When I wake up, I do 30 minutes of personal self-development. Non-negotiables, daily little things, compounding over and over and over again. Exactly. Starts with the little things. Everything begins with the little things. You see, you can't get to chapter 20 without going through 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, so on, all the way through chapter 20. And these are daily habits in which I've been able to use. And this is something that I'm sharing through experience that has helped me maintain a high level over and over again. This is something that helps me, continue to be driven every single day, to improve every single day. See, the standards in which I set, I know what my minimum is and not to drop below it, but I'm going to improve on it. If I did something this way yesterday, I'm going to do it better today. And I'm going to try and do it better tomorrow. See, every single time I raise the bar and do something better, I raise the standard. And when you raise the standard, guess what? Your new minimum is whatever that all-time high used to be. The new minimum has now increased and raised what it used to be. See, when you experience something different, when you experience something better, you never want to go back to what it is that you experienced before. I know you agree with me. Because those are the standards in which you set. Once you, let's just say, upgrade yourself in a car, you never want to drive the car you were driving before. Once you travel in a business class seat, you never want to sit in an economy seat. Once you then go and promote yourself to a first class seat, you don't even want to go into business class seat, never mind an economy seat. Those are the standards in which you set. And now every single time you surpass those standards, you create a new floor. But the only way in which those standards, happen is you doing the little things over and over again. The little things, the non-negotiables every single day. The things that sometimes we take for granted. And to break it down into simplistic form, to break it down into daily productivity, daily habits, daily standards that we will never settle below. And then those things are going to start to take care of the big things. So I want to leave you with that this morning. And I want you guys to start implementing that for the rest of the year. For the rest of the year, I know we're November the 3rd. I know you can rewatch this at another time. And you can work in 90-day increments. But I want you guys to start setting new goals, new standards, new habits, and hold yourself accountable to those every single day. Hold yourself accountable every single day. And those things are going to start taking care of the big things. So I'm going to leave you with that. I hope you had a phenomenal day. And I look forward to hearing from you and seeing the growth over the next 60, 90 days, 6 months, and 1 year. Have an amazing day. God bless.